Now batting, a couple packs of 1988 Score. For these packs, we're going to do best photographs. This set has just some great photographs. I'd say about 25% of the cards have what I consider to be classic photographs with just a great color, border, great looking cards. So I'm going to pick out my favorites from these couple of packs. And again, it's not going to be best players or favorite players or anything like that. It's going to simply be best photos. Let's get going with the first one. Card there. Well, starting off with one of the great photos. The only thing, I mean, there's two things that I think could be improved about this photo. One is if you could see Mattingly's face, which not much you can do about that. And two would be if this were on maybe a blue border instead of the purple. But it's not bad, right? I mean, this is a classic card. Andres Galarraga, nice card, but it doesn't do anything in particular for me. Kevin McReynolds. Mark Eichhorn, channel favorite player. I just don't like how the lighting is just really bad in this photo because there's overexposure over here, and then it puts sort of a shadow on the rest of his uniform. If the lighting were better, this would look fantastic. And I love Eichhorn as a player. Here's why. Todd Worrell would look way better on a red background. Calvin Schiraldi. Doug Sisk. You know 88 Donruss has a bad photo. Sisk, look how much better he looks there.
How you doing?
There's Tom Brookins. I do like this photo. There's several photos in this set that have this sort of very minimalist background where there's heavy emphasis on the player. I do like that one. We'll just keep it up there for at least a little bit. Ernie Riles. Dave Righetti. A little bit fuzzy. I was gonna say blurry, and I got blurry or fuzzy, and I got furry there. A little bit of a blurry photo, so I don't love that one. Mike Birkbeck, Tim Flannery, awkward. You know, he's out in front a little bit, leaning forward, kind of stepping in the bucket there a little bit, and you can't see his face. Jeff Montgomery, this would look better on a red border card. Now look at this thing of beauty. Reggie Jackson, but look at how the red name and the red border and the red everything picks up the red in the uniform, and my gosh, the red railing behind him and everything. It's just beautiful. Ozzie Guillen, nothing particularly great about that one. Dave Engel, just a bad color match. A red or a blue would have been way better than the orange. Randy Milligan, rookie prospect. Not bad. You know, the orange and orange I like, but it's an awkward photo. I mean, he's obviously just fielded the ball, but still a little bit awkward for my taste. All right, let's look in the second pack here. All right, leading off with Lee Smith and the Phillies in the background. Nice enough photo, but not any good with the color matching and too much open space up here. David Cone, a little bit better use of space, but poor color matching. The purples are hard. There's some cards that the purples do work well with, but not a lot in this set. Gary Ward, I do like this one a lot. You can see his face, you can see the ball, good color matching. I wish his jersey weren't puffing out in that kind of weird way, but that's nothing, it's not the photographer's fault. So I'll give it a spot up there at least. Nick Kasaski, this would be nice on a red background. Moose Haas. Bob Stanley, not bad. Looks pretty good on the red, I think. The only negative I would say here is you can't really see his windup or anything going on because of how the photo is cropped. It's not a terribly interesting photo. Hubie Brooks is nice. Who's that, number 24 on the Red Sox?
He's dead, Jim.
Jim Gott looked better on a yellow.
Nice game, pretty boy.
Keith Hernandez would look better on a blue or an orange, obviously. Pretty cool photo, though. Cool filling of the space. Glenn Wilson is another one that would look good on a purple or a red. Joey Cora, awkward photo that's a little bit blurry and on a bad color background. Dale Murphy, imagine how nice this card would look if it were on this red border like the Brookins. Some of these teams that have red, they pick it up on the yellow background by using the red lettering, but there's not enough red. See how there's all that extra red on the Reggie card? Not enough to make a difference for the Dale Murphy card. Dwayne Murphy, that's Murphy's back-to-back. Not related, I don't think. I do like Dwayne Murphy a lot, and this would be a great card if it were just a better photo. It's a little bit of an awkward photo. Dwayne Murphy's a channel favorite player. Let me give you a stat on Murph right here. Oral Hershiser, another one that would be nice if it were, sorry, I'm distracted about why is there an A's logo in the background. First I thought, oh, it's supposed to be a World Series photo, but it's obviously not. This is the 88th set, so it was photos from before the 88 World Series. I'm a little perplexed about that. Leave a comment if you would know why this would be. Would it have to have been an exhibition game maybe at the Coliseum? I'm not sure. Again, this would look good on a blue card. Ed Hearn, same.
Jim, he's dead.
Jim Whaler Wonder. This is another one like the Brookins that just makes a really nice use of the space. Love how they do it. And Dave LaPointe, nothing special there. I actually pulled aside 3 packs. Let's just open one more and see if we. Starting off, Kirby Puckett. Not a bad photo, but again, everything's too dark as uniform. I mean, to get too excited about this. Sorry, that was awkward. I really only talking about his uniform. John Kruk, wrong colors. Brian Downing, channel favorite, but doesn't work on the purple. Robin Yount is a really nice one. The blue and the yellow, picking up the blue and the yellow in the uniform. Just a nice one. Jose Uribe, kind of an awkward photo only because he looks like he's sort of not, I don't know what's going on, like he's watching a play, but he's not moving, or I don't know, it's weird. Bo Jackson, the colors are great. The photo is obviously not what we would hope for. The ball looks like, you know, he's either about to miss it or it's getting fouled off or whatever. And you can't see his face. So love the bow, but don't love the photo. I do love this Terry Francona card. It's a cool photo, you know, nice defensive photo. The Reds just, the red color with the Reds uniform just goes well. Contrasted with Wally Backman, who doesn't look good on the red at all. Mark Thurmond, no good color matching there. Danny Jackson, imagine how beautiful this would look if it were on blue like the Robin Yount card. Chuck Krim. Steve Howe, also color problems. Rick Shue, color problems. Dale Mahorsic, color problems. Pat Perry should be on a red card. Bob Ojeda. Doesn't look good, even though this is the orange card. The orange doesn't match the Mets orange well enough to really pull it off. Last card, Jamie Quirk. So, you know, probably of all the ones we pulled out here, my favorite probably is that Reggie, just in terms of how it looks. You know, also the artwork on the card is cool. It's nice. But, you know, this is just a really nice set. And when you look at the backs, too, when we've already seen a couple examples, but the headshot profile photo, all the stats, a whole paragraph of bio. This was just a fantastic set. Probably one of the very best debut sets by any company. 8 on Upper Deck was obviously not bad by any means, but I like this one even better. Tell me your favorite in the comments below. Favorite debut set. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy. Have a great day. See you soon.